Spirit Halloween is finally open for 2022 and we are so excited.
We've been in the shop building Halloween props pretty much nonstop, so we took a break to go check out what the store's got.
The main reason we were going was because we wanted to check out the animatronics. Right when you walk in, there they are in full glory.
Right up at front is Grim the Skeleton, who is really cool because he moves in a bunch of different ways. Like his waist rotates and his arms move and his jaw moves as he talks to you, the eyes like there's a lot going on. It's kind of like what I wish the other big 12-foot skeletons could do, even though that's a tall order. But and then next to him was the Bog Zombie, which, holy crap, that thing is cool.
Yeah, the sculpt on this guy was really awesome. His colors, the texture on his hand, he's covered in moss.
It's really well done. Like, it's well sculpted, but it's also well detailed, you know? It's not just plastic. And then there was the inside, there was like a cave thing that you walk through.
Oh man, so we took our kids, well, we tried to take our kids to Spirit. So we walk in, Cullen's fine. As soon as we went through this tunnel, it was all over.
It was a disaster.
Just pure terror.
Whoever designed that, good job. But inside the tunnel was Barry, who's kind of like inside a cage, and there's like these cool red like laboratory tube type things.
Yeah,
It was
I
cool.
really like Barry. He's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
On the other side of the display were the two clowns. So we had Nozzles on one side. This is one of the new ones, and they didn't have the smoke going, but he sprays like fog out of his hands, which
His
is
hands are
really
nozzles.
cool to see.
And he goes, wah.
On the other side was Shorty. He's really cool. He's from Killer Klowns from Outer Space.
That's a great movie though. If you haven't seen Killer Klowns from Outer Space, total classic. Like, make time for that. It is an absolutely ridiculous movie.
The new Hocus Pocus movie's coming out. Very excited for that. They had a bunch of props and signs from that.
Also Beetlejuice, tons of stuff from Beetlejuice.
Yes, the sandworm.
Which is like, you know, who doesn't love Beetlejuice?
I love this.
And they even had Beetlejuice Monopoly, which, I mean, I kind of want to try that. And then the Nightmare Before Christmas section, which is right next to the Haunted Mansion section.
So Jay, if you had to choose between Nightmare Before Christmas or Haunted Mansion?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
I'm Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I know, she's
all
Haunted
the way.
Mansion all the way. But I'm Tim Burton stan all day for life. Anything that guy has made has a place in my heart and house.
They had some of the classic dolls there. They had Chucky, they had Annabelle, they had Sinister Soul Doll. I don't know what her name was, but she was scary.
Yeah, and they had these really gross babies eating spiders, which is, you know, I love spiders.
Their zombie baby collection was on point. There were like 10 different kinds.
Yeah.
So if you wanted that for your theme, they got you covered.
I can't think of anything I want less on my Halloween theme. But it was good. They had a lot of cool like skulls and just, I don't know, like the stuff is well designed. If you haven't been to a Halloween store in a while, it's not just like kids costumes, right? Like they have actual like some cool art. There's definitely some really neat looking stuff.
Even though they only had 4 animatronics displayed, they were pretty well stocked for how many animatronics they actually had that you could buy.
There was some skeleton ones, like the Bag of Bones guy. And
Yeah,
like
he's new. He seems really cool. He
Yeah.
pops up out of the bag. And then there was Skelly Bones, which is like a little child skeleton thing.
There's the dog, the you know, man's possessed friend, super cool.
Oh, there was the Scarecrow. The lady at the store told us the Scarecrow is one of the scariest ones, so.
And then the swing, the soulless swing girl.
Empty Soul Swing Girl.
The best name.
They also had Lucky Bottoms. He's one of the new ones. Nozzle you could buy. Oh, they had Mr. Dark. He was up front. I think what he does is he crouches down and then he gets really tall. Oh, they had the jumping spiders. Those are cool. I know you love spiders, Jay.
Nope, sure don't.
Yeah.
But most importantly, they had Lord Raven, who we ordered online and we should have just bought in the store. And he hasn't arrived yet. We're refreshing our shipping notification every 5 minutes, but that's a new one this year, so we're excited to put that together and check it out. They didn't have them set up in the store though. That was kind of
No, that's like one of the big reasons we came there was to see Lord Raven in action.
By the way, if you have any of these animatronics at home, let us know if you like them or not, because we're trying to figure out which ones to get. What I want to do is like do some like minor customizations to them, you know, like maybe dirty up the clothes, maybe do a little paint here and there, add some like I don't really know what that is yet, but I'm excited to figure it out and you know, put a little DIY flair on some of these things.
Totally. Oh, you know how we made our beef netting spiderweb video? They actually had beef netting for sale at Spirit, so that was really cool.
It's not like actually beef netting,
but
they made, you know, they made their own version of it, which we haven't tried yet, but it was cool to see that they have it there.
They had a ton of inflatables. We don't really do the inflatables, but our kids love seeing inflatables, so that's always fun.
We have a neighbor who does like 1 million inflatables. Like they have one for, they have like St. Patrick's Day and like every
Valentine's
possible
Day.
Yeah, and it's like our kids' favorite thing in the world.
So of course they had all the costumes there. Now, personally, I spend all my time on props and making the house look good, and then it comes to like, it's October 30th, and I'm like, oh crap, I have no costume.
You always manage something awesome though.
I have a box of random stuff.
Jamie works good under pressure.
But this year, I'm like pre-planning ahead, so it was really cool to see all these things. They have hats galore, they have wigs, they have a whole section of ears and tails.
If you gotta get your cat girl on, plenty of stuff. Yeah, there are lots of cool accessories too, like funny ones and different stuff you can do.
Oh, and then the makeup section was really neat. They had a bunch of appliances there and makeup, and they had some
like
liquid
dishwashers and
refrigerators. Makeup appliances, like scarves
Brilliant
and horns.
Set of microwaves to choose from. You know, all the stores have tombstones and stuff, like classic stuff, right? But they actually look good now. Part of the reason we DIY all our own stuff is because the stuff you can get at the store, I don't know, it isn't always great, but I think they're doing a lot better job lately.
Yeah, retailers have gotten so much better at making props. It's really cool to see.
The tombstones were great, and they had like these fences that are kind of made to look like old iron and, you know, old wrought iron stuff. It was good.
Oh, they had the mist makers. So on our bubbling cauldron, we use this little ultrasonic fogger, and they have them here. So that's really cool.
We haven't tried this one. I don't know if it works as well as the one we did in our video, but definitely worth trying it. If you try it, let us know. Of course, they had like a huge selection of fog machines and fog juice and accessories and stuff like that. And then like some little things like, you know, like various adapters and swing mechanisms and like stepping pad, like motion sensor pads and stuff like that. So if you're trying to like automate some of your haunt stuff, there's a lot of cool options there for sure.
So we totally didn't expect to, but we actually came away with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we got a pretty big haul.
So we will show you that and maybe do some unboxings in some later videos.
Hopefully there's a Spirit opening near you soon. They're definitely fun to go through. Until next time, stay wicked.